together, have decided that this is the bigger cause, this is something that we should work towards, rather than maybe thinking about our personal issues. Who knows? There might be personal issues, there might not be personal issues, but at the moment, the bigger picture here is to play for India and to do well personally. I think if both of them, perform well at an individual level, it's only going to help the Indian team. Hardik Pandya obviously is starting to bowl well. He's bowling much better than he bowled in the IPL. Rohit Sharma obviously got that first 50 against Ireland. So positive signs all around, Gagi. I think that's what you need. You want everyone to come together and perform well for your team.
Yep, and I think one of the biggest questions that is there uh, right now is whether or not Kuldeep Yadav will come into the squad. And from what we've seen today in the practice session, is that Kuldeep Yadav and Yuzvendra Chahal were both bowling in the nets. So of course, another biggest question will be, will they both play together or not? Because at one point in a press conference, Rohit Sharma did say that they could play together and they could play more than two spinners. But does that mean Mohammad Siraj goes out? Does that mean Kuldeep Yadav and Chahal are both playing together? How are you seeing this, Ishan?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, Gagi. Obviously, Kuldeep Yadav, I've spoken to a lot of fans. Everybody wants to see him play. And I think the best place for him to play might be here in the Caribbean. Obviously, you can score a lot more runs here, but someone like Kuldeep Yadav will definitely be useful. But then who do you drop? Do you drop Shivam Dube, or do you drop Akshar Patel, or do you drop Mohammad Siraj? It's going to be a complicated issue. I don't think, in my opinion, you can possibly drop Akshar Patel after his performances recently. Shivam Dube as well is debatable. But Mohammad Siraj, at the same time, Devashish, who's here with me, had suggested they might drop Mohammad Siraj because they might go with Hardik Pandya, who's bowling really, really well. So I think Mohammad Siraj might be a possible option here. But again, I think it's going to be interesting to watch who they drop.
Okay, and Trisha Ghoshal has also joined us. Welcome to the show, Trisha. I was going to tell you that Ishan barely, I don't know how he made it to the live, because he did set up, and one security person came and he was like, "No, you can't do it here. You have to go somewhere else." So he's been finding a spot, trying to get good Wi-Fi and everything.
Yes.
But we were talking about Kulcha, the Kulcha duo. We've seen
Yeah.
that they practiced together today. So will they? What are your thoughts? I want to know your thoughts. Of course, it will be Mohammad Siraj who goes out if both of them are playing. Do you see both of them playing, or do you just see Kuldeep Yadav coming in?
Interestingly, I think ideally it should be Yuzvendra Chahal coming in instead of Kuldeep Yadav.
Oh,
Interesting.
Yes,
Wow.
and I'll tell you why. I'll exactly tell you why. Because, and yes, Siraj obviously has to go because you can't play with four seamers in West Indies wicket. And if you actually see, Hardik has made the decision easier, and Siraj has made the decision far more easier for himself because Arshdeep has taken wickets and Siraj has been, he hasn't been bad, but the worst of the three, you know. Um, with, why I'm saying Yuzvendra Chahal is because we already have left arm spinners. I know both of them are finger spinners, but I'm just saying why not change the angle? Because again, you want a left arm seamer and a right arm seamer because it changes the angle. It just doesn't change the swing alone, and that is exactly why. See, both of them are wrist spinners, so the spin is same. But you already have Akhtar, Jadeja both bowling left arm. There, I think you should add in Yuzvendra Chahal because coming in right-handed, I think that angle will be good. And the other part is, if you see the Super Eight, the group, you will find teams which already have, say, for example, Afghanistan has a Noor Ahmed. So they already have a left arm wrist spinner that they have practiced against. That is where I think Chahal could be useful. And again, I feel maybe against Australia, you can then get in Kuldeep. I would like to keep that space open, but I think for against Afghanistan, I would like to see Yuzvendra because that's something that they wouldn't have really faced because Rashid is not exactly Chahal kind of wrist spinner, you know. So
yeah,
yeah, a lot of people are asking a lot of questions, Gargi. If you can see, I mean,
yes,
I
yes.
know you're already
So
adding
yeah,
Rohit
whoever
Yes,
is
attend
Rohit did.
practice.
Rohit did.
sorry, what? Yes, he
Rohit
did.
attended practice. Yes, yes, he did.
He did attend the
Ishan,
practice,
actually,
and
Devashish was saying that
yes,
Rohit
yes,
did attend the practice, but he
But
but
probably wasn't really batting, but he was
yes,
concentrating on probably checking the 11 part of, part of,
absolutely right. Yes.
being a
So he was
captain.
part of the practice
yeah.
session, but he did not end up batting as such.
Okay, all
Um,
right. Prove Mitra here. And, yeah, go
yeah.
on, Trisha.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask Gargi, to you and then to Ishan, both of you. Do you think Virat should come in at 3 and Pant 4, Jaiswal opening in this leg?
Trisha, if I can
But
answer the
then
question
who do you
first, I
drop
think,
from him? Sorry, Ishan,
Ishan
go ahead.
is saying,
yeah,
yeah.
all right. Okay, is the network fine? Again, just confirm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay, yeah.
absolutely.
To answer your question first, I think Virat Kohli should not, I think, change that batting order at all. I think he should be opening like he did for RCB. He's not had the best start of the World Cup, like we've spoken about, but this is someone who's had a great IPL. So I think the whole focus here should be try and back your most senior player, the player that everyone talks about. Of course, he's been a legend and he's done this for years and years and years. So obviously, a poor start does not mean a poor end necessarily. So I feel that he should be pushed up the order, open the batting order like he's been doing, and he's going to come good. I think it just takes a couple of balls to just get that rhythm back, and that's all he needs. So I think changing up the batting order at the moment probably not the best decision to do, especially when we're moving into the Super 8s and possibly also to the semi-finals.
Absolutely. And yeah, I was asking if Yashashvi comes in, then who
Mm-hmm.
who are you dropping from the lower order? Because
No, I'm saying Dubey out.
Acha
Dubey
Dubey
out?
out.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, so he's not bowling anyway. So it
That's
doesn't
my
harm
point. Like
him,
now
and it
I'm
brings
putting Dubey
better
against
batting.
Jaiswal. That sort of a thing in my
Yeah,
mind.
yeah.
Completely in my
I
head.
think that works out actually, because then you're better with batting. And Virat Kohli is not opening, where we've seen that he hasn't scored a lot of runs. Maybe if he comes at number three, maybe he's back into his groove. I'm not saying he's not a good opener, but I'm saying maybe Yashasvi Jaiswal gives us that super aggressive start, and Virat Kohli, goes forward and anchors the innings, and lets either Rohit Sharma or Yashasvi Jaiswal aggress it from the other side. That could be a very good option.
Yeah, so I'll tell you why I'm saying that Virat Kohli at 3. My idea was not really that Virat is not getting runs in as an opener, because I think what you guys forget when we are talking about India is that I'm also an RCB fan. So I keep shouting Virat should open. So I have no problem with Virat opening. My only point, Ishan, here was Virat still is your best batter, right? And the West Indies pitches, while they aren't going to be as bad as the US ones, but they're going to be a little on the spinning side, a little on the
Yeah.
slower side. So don't you want your batter, like the best batter in the middle, anchoring the whole innings, say at number 3, and rest of them playing around him, which is what I was wondering if Virat's role should be.
Yeah, that can
Yeah.
work very well as well. And let's
Yeah,
see
some more questions. Yeah.
some more questions. We have more questions from Dhruv actually, Dhruv Mitra. He's saying everyone is saying Siraj should be dropped, but why? Why not drop Dubey? Uh, don't you want? We don't want any extra batters, and Dubey is not performing. Trisha?
Um, so you are basically saying 4 seamers, 3 spinners. Dhruv, I just need to understand if you're saying that, because if you're saying that we should get in Kuldeep or Sahil in place of Dubey, then you're essentially saying you will need 4 seamers in West Indies. I don't think the West Indies pitches are four-seamer pitches. I think, especially, you know what? I wouldn't have. Oh, I think none of us would have spoken about Siraj had Hardik not been performing. With
Yeah,
Hardik doing his job with the ball, I think we are good with three seamers. And you see, Bumrah is among wickets, Arshdeep is among wickets, Hardik is among wickets. And all you need to do is just add in a wrist spinner, and you're good to go.
yeah, I think that checks out.
I like the way Isan is looking around. When is the security coming next? That sort of a look. Gargi, stop experimenting
Please.
with the looks and take the next question.
Sorry.
I think the network.
We can hear
No,
you, Ishan. I don't know if you can hear us.
can you hear us?
Ishan, hello.
I think there's a network issue. Can you just repeat?
No, we didn't ask you anything.
Sorry, I didn't get you.
Yeah. No, we didn't ask you anything. No questions. Wait. The
Okay.
question will be on screen. Let's take the next question and let Ishan take that.
Okay. Um, okay,
Yeah.
Dhruv, again here seems to think that Ishan, why don't you take this one? I know Trishadi is specifically
Yeah,
mentioned,
but
but
Tushadi has answered.
he Dhruv thinks that India will not change their winning combination. There will be very few changes with bowlers. What are your thoughts? Do you think we will see wholesome changes?
It's a fair point that you shouldn't change your winning combination if you won 3 games on the trot. But like Trisha has mentioned here, that the West Indies pitches provide more for spin. So definitely, I feel Kuldeep Yadav as an option might be introduced. It's just like we're coming back to the same point we made earlier. Whose place will he take? So I think Kuldeep Yadav, in my opinion, from what we've read of the situation, from all the interaction that Devashish and myself have had, will definitely find a place. But it's a fair point made by Dhruv for sure. I think normally you want to stick to your winning combinations, but I think this won't apply here in the Caribbean because you want to add that extra spinner in.
Absolutely, and there are a few, more practice session points that I'll just tell our viewers. Apart from Kulcha bowling in the nets together, Rohit Sharma, Hardik Pandya, and Virat Kohli looking in very good mood. Virat batted for 1 hour long, a 1 hour long batting session. He got some throwdowns from Rahul Dravid as well personally, and of course that bouncer that hit Virat Kohli, but he's fine now. Apart from that, we're seeing that Jadeja was batting in the nets today, so maybe he's trying to get in a little more practice. Do you think maybe he can come up the order from the next from the next match? Maybe because Dubey is going out. I mean, I'm just at this point, I'm just speculating. If Dubey
Yeah,
is
yeah, I
going out,
get your point.
yeah, is batting higher, so that's why he needs more batting practice or something like that.
But you know what?
Gagi,
The way Akhtar has.
before you go on, is it fine if I can take your leave? I don't want to push my luck so much. I'll probably head back to the ground.
Yes,
Sure,
yes,
sure,
yes, yes.
sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye. Don't
Bye.
get arrested.
Yeah, please don't get arrested. We won't be able to, do much.
Like, what will we even do? The only person there is Devashi.
Yeah, and it'll get worse. But Gargi, I think there are so many speculations here. But don't you think, Gargi, that Aksar has been doing well with the
Yeah.
bat?
Hmm.
So if you have to indeed promote someone, it would be Aksar and
Aksar.
not Jadeja.
Yeah, I think. But when you but will you also not kind of respect Jadeja and his seniority in the team, and knowing what he has done in the past? He has won a lot of matches, and it's a
True.
World Cup after all. And Aksar, even
Mm,
though he's played for India for a long time, it's always better to have an experienced batter go out if there's a crunch situation.
that is also true.
Yeah.
But if we see the bowlers, if we see the bowlers, I think that will become an interesting question because the last time we know Aksar was sent up because there was left arm pacers,
Yeah.
two left arm pacers in tandem in Pakistan.
Yeah.
This time there are left arm pacers in every single team that's there, but of course we do not. I don't think any team has two left arm seamers, do they?
uh Two left arm. Who?
No, I'm saying
Okay, so Vaibhavi Dua here is suggesting that Dubey out, Kuldeep in. That seems to be the popular choice, isn't it? Either Siraj
yeah,
out, Kuldeep in, or Dubey out, Kuldeep in. So everyone pretty much wants Kuldeep Yadav to come in those West Indies conditions. Vaibhavi Dua is saying again, UZ is very effective in West Indies. Do we have a
see
track record?
No, I just checked. Exactly why I checked. At least in T20s, he has played uh, 3 matches and he has taken 4 wickets. So not something bad or good or like anything,
I
you
mean,
know.
that's a very small sample size, so
Exactly.
you can't really judge off
Um,
of that. And straying away
yeah,
from cricket,
it's just that also you have to wonder. Um, Afghanistan has a lot of left-handed batters, Gargi,
hmm, yeah,
which is where
that's
you
true.
have to, yes, which is
They
where
might,
you have to wonder if you want to go with you know leg spinners or if you want to go with off spinners. And also
yeah,
if you, because both Aksar and Jaddu, as I'm repeating, are left armers, and you don't generally want to bring in your left armers against left-handed batters. So that's why you can go for a Yuzvendra Chahal probably. You know,
that's actually a good tactic. That's a lot to think about. No wonder Rohit Sharma did not want to bat today,
yeah, I
and
think he's having the toughest time there. You know,
yeah, like
good
instead
headache
of
to
batting,
have,
he's just
but yeah.
pouring out strategies like what do I do, what do I do. Uh, all right. Last question. We'll take the last question. Akash Gupta.
भाई
Igor.
ईगोर स्टैक हो गया, वीडियो बनाओ इसके ऊपर। बना दिया आकाश भाई, आकाश भाई हमने बना दिया है वीडियो, हमने लाइव कर दिया है, आप बस देखो। आपको कुछ नहीं करना है, आप रेव स्पोर्ट्स चला के रखो एक साइड में, एक मशीन रख दो, एक फोन, एक एक्स्ट्रा लैपटॉप जो भी है उसमें बस रेव स्पोर्ट्स देखते रहो। हम बार बार लाइव आते हैं, चाहे वो इगोर सैक्ट हो या कुलदीप हो या कुछ भी हो, न्यूज आपको यही मिलेगी, वीडियोस आपको यही मिलेगी। और आपको घूमना भी हो तो गाड़ी हम घुमाने भी ले जाते हैं, राइट?
Yes, yes.
एब्सोल्युटली।
All
कल हम 3WS गए थे, बारबाडोस में और भी घूमेंगे। सॉरी गार्गी, कंटिन्यू।
yes, I was saying what will help you, Akash Gupta, is that आपने ना नोटिफिकेशन बेल नहीं किया होगा, आपने वहां पे क्लिक नहीं किया होगा, उससे नोटिफिकेशन आ जाता है जैसे ही लाइव जाते हैं
करेक्ट।
ना। कुछ भी ब्रेकिंग न्यूज आती है तो आपके पास नोटिफिकेशन चला जाएगा। तो डोंट फॉरगेट टू click on the notification bell so you can get all the updates. And on that note, we'll take your leave. I think we've given you all the updates. I don't think there are any points to talk about anymore. If there's anything new, of course, we'll be back. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead to Twitter and follow us on Rev Sports Global. It is our new handle. The last one was compromised, it was hacked and then suspended. So we went through a lot and now we started a new one. So do support us and subscribe to our channels. Have a good night. Thank you.